Welcome to my podcast, Money Conversations with Maya. Before we begin, let me quickly share what this podcast is about. This is a space for calm, honest conversations about money, investing, and building wealth, without hype, without shortcuts, and without the pressure to get rich fast. Every week, I sit down with a different perspective, and we talk through one financial topic that many people struggle with, but rarely get clear answers on. Sometimes it's about investing. Sometimes it's about income. Sometimes it's about mindset. But the goal is always the same: clarity. And in today's episode, we're talking about something a lot of people quietly wonder: why so many people invest for years, do all the right things, and still don't really feel like they've built wealth. Hey Alex, welcome. I'm really glad you're here today.
Thanks, Maya, for having me. I've been looking forward to this conversation.
Me too. I think a lot of people are going to relate to what you're about to say.
Yeah, because this is something I've been thinking about for a while now.
Tell me.
I've been investing for years. I started SIPs early. I stayed consistent. I didn't panic during crashes. But when I look at my financial life, it doesn't really feel like I've built wealth. Sometimes I wonder, am I actually doing this right?
That question right there, that's exactly why we're here today. Here's something people rarely say out loud. Most people don't fail at investing because they didn't try. They fail because they tried without structure. They invested regularly. They followed advice. They stayed patient. And still, nothing really changed. So, if you're listening and thinking, I've been doing everything I was told, why do I still feel stuck? You're not alone. And more importantly, you didn't do anything wrong.
That's exactly what confuses me. Everywhere you look, the advice is the same. Start early, do SIPs, stay invested long term. So logically, that should work, right? But then you look around. Friends, colleagues, family. So many people have been investing for 10, even 15 years, and they're still anxious about money. So what's missing? Is the advice incomplete? Or are we misunderstanding something?
When people say, I've been investing for years, but I'm still not wealthy, it usually means one or more of these four things is missing. I think of wealth building as four connected parts. 1. Income. If your income never grows, investing can only take you so far, no matter how disciplined you are. 2. Allocation. Where your money is placed matters more than how many investments you have. Too many people invest randomly and call it diversification. 3. Risk awareness. Most people don't know how much risk they're taking until a bad year hits. Risk isn't about fear, it's about understanding. And 4th, behavior and time. Staying invested during boredom, noise, and uncertainty. This is where most long-term plans quietly fail. When even one of these is weak, wealth feels slow or invisible. When all four work together, investing finally starts to make sense.
That's interesting because most advice only talks about one piece, usually just investing more or starting earlier. That actually explains a lot. It's not that people are bad at investing, they're just missing the full picture.
Yes. SIPs are powerful, but they're just a tool. A tool without direction can't build anything meaningful. The structure comes first. The tools come second. Once that structure is clear, investing feels calmer, not confusing or stressful.
That really changes how I look at investing. It's not that people are careless, they're just following advice without seeing the full picture.
Exactly. Most people don't need more financial products. They need more clarity. And that's what this podcast is about. Every week, we'll sit down and have one honest conversation, sometimes about income, sometimes risk, sometimes mindset, each time with a new perspective. No hype, no shortcuts, just clarity. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week. Before we wrap up, I just want to say this. These conversations are meant to grow over time. Money means different things to different people, and there are many directions this podcast can go. If there's a topic around money or investing that you're curious about, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be reading them as we shape future conversations here. If you enjoyed this conversation and want to hear more calm, honest discussions about money, please like this episode and follow the channel. We release new money conversations every week. Thank you for being here.